Unleash the champion within.
Welcome to Seminole County from Lake Howell High School, where the 6-0 Silver Hawks will take on the 2-1 Lake Minneola Hawks. Jared Oliver and Octavius McCullough on the call here tonight on a Tuesday night as well. We're set for a big-time matchup here with Lake Howell and Lake Minneola. 6-0 Silver Hawks going for their 7th win of the season, and make Lake Minneola going for their 3rd of the season. Jared Oliver, Octavius McCullough on the call. And we've seen Lake Minneola a little bit this season, but the talk and the conversation has been all about Lake Howell and what they've done. 6-0 start, one of the strongest starts they've had to the regular season since 2019. And we're about 25 seconds away from tip-off. Any early thoughts, Octavius, on this matchup?
Man, it should be a great game. We'll definitely see the Silver Hawks being tested tonight against Lake Minneola.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen Lake Howell early on last week on Varsity Sports Nation. They're known for their full court pressure, and we'll see how things shake out here. Tip-off is underway. We get set for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
Well, a sweet day in the Tampa area. It's the best part.
All right, we're here with Maurice Allen, long drive champion.
You have no business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change.
What a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion with.
Welcome back to Lake Howell High School, where the Silver Hawks were coming to try to get their 7th win of the season. And we have Lake Minneola coming in at 2-1, looking to get their 3rd win. Starters for Lake Howell: Haley Caldwell, Jules Anderson, Sky Fournier, Lizzie Martinez, and Messiah Mark. And for Lake Minneola, it'll be Nia Jones, Trinity Numa, Brittany Julian, Courtney James, and Caitlin Humphreys. As we get set for tip-off here at Lake Howell High School, Messiah Mark and Courtney James will set up for the tip. And we are underway. The Silverhawks get the opening possession. And to the corner. A 3 goes up early, and that's knocked down by Haley Caldwell. And they got the first points of the game. And that'll be an early foul on Lake Howell. That'll be on Sky Fournier, her first personal team first as well. So keep in mind, Lake Howell loves to pressure the basketball for full court for the entire game. You're already seeing loose balls. You'll see a lot of that tonight as well. Lake Minneola is going to have to try to withstand that Lake Howell pressure. Lake Howell excellent at starting games strong, especially early on in the first quarter. And another three, that one off the mark. Second effort. And a loose ball. Caldwell comes up with it. Lizzie Martinez inside, and that off the right wing, and that'll be a foul called, but she'll go to the free throw line and shoot three.
Jared out the gate, man, shooting the three. Open up the paint a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be a personal foul on Lake Minneola's Trinity Numa, her first personal, team's first as well. So Jules Anderson will go to the free throw line for 3 attempts. And Lake Howell has had a lot of success early on. They've held 3 opponents to under 10 points in 6 of their wins this season. It's one of their best starts since the 2017-18 season. And at the end of that season, they lost in the regional semifinals. So head coach Lindley Klesman has this team steered in the right direction for sure. Currently ranked in the top 30 in the state of Florida. They get the offensive rebound, and that's an easy deuce.
Ooh, a little bit of muscle down
there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sky Fournier. And there you see that pressure from the Silverhawks. We saw this in their last matchup when Varsity Sports Nation was here, and that pass out of bounds off of the hands of Courtney James. So 6-0 run here to start the first for Lake Howell. And the inside feed. Back to the 3, and another foul.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Second personal foul on Trinity Numa, and that's a foul on the 3-point attempt. So Jules Anderson once again going to the free throw line for 3 attempts. And once again, unable to connect on the first. Both teams fairly young here. Lake Howell, just 3 seniors on this roster. So with 2 quick fouls, Trinity Numa exits the game. And in comes Olivia White. 10-0 run here to start the first quarter for the Silverhawks. And a tie-up. That'll be a jump ball. And it will stay Lake Howell basketball. And again, you see that full court pressure. So far, it has affected Lake Minneola. Caitlin Humphreys gives it up. Back to Nia Jones, their leading scorer. And great defensive pressure from Haley Caldwell. Inside and off the window, that one too strong. And here comes Lake Howell with numbers. Caldwell to the corner. And the Hawks, once again, a loose ball. And Lake Howell keeps possession here. Lizzie Martinez kicks it to the corner for 3. Too strong. And that one rebounded by Caldwell. She pulls it. Another offensive rebound. This time they go inside. Nice move, but unable to connect on the layup. Baseline drive. And that'll be a foul called on Lake Minneola. That'll be on Olivia Waite, her first personal. Team second. And no whistle there. Triple, too strong for Lake Howell. Another offensive rebound. This is something they're really efficient at, getting offensive boards, keeping possessions alive. And the inside drive, and unable to get the three-point attempt. Messiah Mark will head to the free throw line. Lake Minneola with 4 team fouls already here in this first quarter. And I did mention Lake Howell exceptional, getting great starts to the game with their full court pressure that transitions into points when they push the pace, and those loose balls and those turnovers. Really effective. Under 5 minutes to go here, 10-0 run. Lake Howell leads. And the inside feed, that one intercepted. And up ahead, Jules Anderson. And that pass off the mark, and that'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lake Minneola basketball. So we've seen this time and time again. Lake Howell getting off to strong starts. 10-0 run here. Under 5 minutes to go, and another turnover. And here comes Lake Minneola with the turnover. A lot of loose balls here in this first quarter. Both teams not playing clean, but the Hawks have looked the best so far, and that ball goes out of bounds, but it'll still remain white basketball.
Jerry, looks like a track meet out here, man.
Yeah. Full court defensive pressure, and you have situations where the ball is just on the hardwood and everyone's fighting for it.
I mean, look at them. They look gassed already. Look, hands on the hips.
Talked to Lake Howell head coach Lindley Klussman before the game, and she mentioned despite their 6-0 start to the season, she still wants to see them clean up their offense and their half-court sets and even improve defensively. We've kind of seen a little bit of the half-court offense struggle a little bit here for Lake Howell, but she also mentions that they haven't really shown a lot offensively as far as their playbook, so they're still working on that and developing their playbook as the season progresses as well. But you can't argue the results here so far to start the season. One of the best starts to the season for Lake Howell for girls basketball since the 2017-18 season.
Jared, the boys basketball is just as good. We'll see them next week for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So Christiana Glover checks in for Lake Howell, and Sky Fournier will come out. And free throw off the mark. Christiana Glover rebounds, and here comes Haley Caldwell. The inside feed to Messiah Mark, straight on triple, and that one left short. Mark with the offensive rebound. Anderson for three, that's off the mark. Once again, keeping possessions alive for the Silverhawks. Corner three, that one hit the side of the backboard. And that'll be a foul on Lake Minneola.
And they are active on these boards, man.
Brittany Julian picks up the foul. Team fifth, our first personal. And first free throw goes down for Messiah Mark. splits the 2 free throws. $11-0 here for Lake Howell here to start the basketball game. 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. And that one stripped away by Courtney James. So it'll be Lake Minneola basketball. They'll inbounds underneath their own goal. Full court pressure that time. They'll be called for a foul. That'll be Lizzie Martinez.
Jared, both teams are going to be in the bonus pretty soon.
Yeah. First personal for Lizzie Martinez, team 4th. And Lake Minneola just struggling to find a basket or an open shot. Drives inside, contested layup, and it goes down for a chance for 3. Olivia White.
She kept that dribble alive.
Yeah, gets on the board. Gets her team on the board for the first time tonight. Lake Minneola coming into this basketball game with a 2-1 record, averaging 34 points per game. And they're going to have to score more than that tonight to keep this game competitive. And a 3 from the left wing off the mark for Christiana Glover. So that'll be a foul on Lake Minneola.
How many is that on 21?
That foul on Brittany Julian. And Lake Howell struggling to hit their free throws in this game so far. And that one pops the net. 12-2 score here under 2:42 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Lake Howell so far here at home. And it's a fight for it on the hardwood, and it'll be Silverhawks basketball.
Lake Minneola, they have to spread the ball a little bit. They have to spread they need to work on some spacing.
All right, it's our first timeout of the first quarter. We'll take one as well. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
2:32 left to go here in the first quarter here at Lake Howell High School. The Silverhawks lead 12-2 here at home. The 6-0 Lake Howell Silverhawks looking for their 7th win. One of the best starts to the season they've had since the 27-18 year, where they went to the regional semifinals, but eventually lost. Caldwell, inside drive, left hand layup off the window, goes down.
That was a great screen up here by 15. It started there.
So following the timeout, let's see if the Hawks of Lake Minneola can get a spark in their offense. Defensive pressure from Lake Howell has been an issue for most teams this year that they've played. And a good rebound from Christiana Glover. Haley Caldwell on the controls. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Caldwell drives baseline and throws it up, no whistle. And Lake Minneola collects. Nia Jones on the controls, trying to get past Caldwell, and she gets inside, draws the contact, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Now we got to knock down these free throws, right?
That'll be a foul on Soraya Savane, her first personal. Soraya Savan, excuse me.
Nice shot, Naya. Good job.
So Lake Minneola following the timeout, trying to get a spark to their offense here with 1:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Defensive pressure has been an issue for the Hawks from Lake Howell.
Rebound, good, Courtney. Go on.
Offensive rebound.
Nice.
Caitlin Humphreys in trouble, and she turns it over. Here comes Caldwell. They've got numbers and an easy deuce.
Ooh.
Christiana Glover for the bucket. 16-3 with 60 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Go, Bree. Don't wait. Go.
And another turnover for the Hawks. Caldwell in transition. 18-3 run here in the first quarter.
Good screen. Go.
And that one way off the mark. Courtney James rebounds, draws the contact, and that'll be a foul on Lake Howell. That'll be a foul on Tatiana Jimenez. And that'll put Lake Minneola in the bonus.
Good, Courtney. Good.
Splits the free throws. Glover with the rebound, pushes in transition underneath Jules Anderson.
Pass.
15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 16-point lead for Lake Howell. Nia Jones on the controls, and she turns it over. Caldwell saves it. Up ahead to Glover, and Lake Howell turns it over. 20-14 lead for Lake Howell here in the first quarter. 6-0, and they're on track to make it 7-0 here as we get set for the second quarter. Coming up next, you're watching Varsity Sports Nation from Lake Howell High School.
Hey everyone, Scott Jamieson here, the Associate Executive Director for Athletic Services at the Florida High School Athletic Association. Wanted to take a couple seconds today to remind everyone how important it is that we are paying attention to the heat out there. I don't have to tell you guys how hot it is. You're the ones that are out there. Please make sure you are following the state laws. In our Red Book, which you can find at FHSAA.com under Rules and Publications, on page 108, you'll find policy 41.6. That lays out specifically in accordance with state law what your teams can and can't do for your outdoor sports when it gets to be a certain ambient temperature outside. That temperature is taken by a wet bulb globe thermometer or
Sweet day in the Tampa area. It's the best part.
Welcome back to Lake Howell High School as we get set for the start of the second quarter. The Silverhawks up 20-4, and defensive pressure has been the storyline of the entire first quarter for Lake Howell. Defense has turned into points, loose balls, really for both teams, but Lake Howell has been able to execute so far early on. Lake Minneola with the opening possession to start the second quarter. Nia Jones on the controls. And another ball on the floor, and that'll be picked up by Caldwell. And up ahead for the transition layup. Chloe Bibb, first bucket of the night. And Lake Minneola playing some zone defense now. Excuse me, Lake Howell playing zone defense. And that'll be a turnover And the Hawks, Silverhawks, take over. Ellie Caldwell comes off the screen, and the nice dish inside. Mosiah Mark unable to connect there on the layup. Nice drive inside and throws up a runner, and that one off the mark, but it will, oh no, check that, it will be Lake Howell basketball. Christiana Glover on the controls. Haley Caldwell, inside feed, but Jules Anderson can't handle the pass, and that'll be a turnover, Lake Minneola basketball. Hey, 22-4, your score with 6:32 left to go, and easy turnover for Lake Howell, and Bibb with an easy layup to extend their lead. Lake Howell head coach Lanley Klussman said she still wanted her defense to improve. Well, I think they got the message tonight. Speaking of defense, another turnover, and that'll be a timeout for Lake Minneola. 26-4 is your score here at Lake Howell High School. Silverhawks in front. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation.
Come on, Ray! Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion.
Welcome back to Seminole County. We're here at Lake Howell High School where the Silverhawks lead 26-4. The 6-0 Lake Howell Silverhawks are in full command here against Lake Minneola, and the defensive pressure has certainly turned into offense. Pressure on display once again. Ball goes out of bounds, but it remains Hawks basketball.
Hey, run cross, 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 cross.
Olivia White to inbound.
Yep.
Man, wide open.
Good, Harley.
Press, press, press. Her first bucket of the night.
Time out. White just got the last jump. It should be black ball. White just got the last jump.
Christiana Glover to inbound for Lake Howell.
Yeah, the last one you called, they got it. That was just a jump ball, right? Didn't you call jump?
Minneola trying to throw some full court press, but
Go, Caleb, by yourself. Go.
intercepts.
Good pass. I got you. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Hey, we're in net. So you gotta finish. 4:06 left to go in the first half.
I'm pretty sure it's connecting to the score net. It's like messing it up. Is it? Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it finally connected because now I didn't even press anything. And now it's going. Oh, for real? Yeah, I think it's working now.
I'm talking about the sound.
Is his audio messed up?
Inside.
Does he sound distorted?
And it will remain Lake Minneola basketball. Oh, so it's one on his own? Yep. And a three from the corner. Did you have to change a quarter?
No. I didn't even change the quarter. I went to go change the quarter and it was already up so.
Minneola basketball.
Glover with the rebound. Lizzie Martinez pushes the pace. Nice pass from Caldwell, counted in the foul, and a chance for three for Messiah Mark. .51 left to go here in the first half. And a chance for three, not able to connect. 36-8 is the score here in the first half. Olivia Waite with pressure from Haley Caldwell. Loose ball. Velez comes up with it, kicks it to the other side. Haley Velez to a wide open Olivia Waite, unable to hit that. And just missed opportunities for Lake Minneola. They turn it over and it'll be Lake Howell basketball. .105 left to go here in the second quarter. And the runner, no good for Lizzie Martinez. So they do draw the contact. And that'll be a foul on Lake Minneola. That'll be on Olivia Waite, team's fourth. And knocked down the first free throw. And Serenity Stevenson checks in for Olivia Waite. And a high arching free throw goes down. 30-point lead here for Lake Howell here at home. 57 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And that three off the mark. Messiah Mark with the rebound. And she takes it herself, goes coast to coast and unable to connect. Gets her own rebound, fights for it, and drops it through. Messiah Mark with the effort on both sides. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Serenity Stevenson looking for Haley Velez, and that one off the mark. And they turn it over. Up ahead to Messiah Mark and unable to save that one. Ten seconds to go in the first half. Brittany Julian. Ball's on the ground, and that'll do it for the first half. So Lake Howell coming off a 67-point win against Lake Brantley, and they look strong tonight as well, up 40-8 after 2 quarters. We'll take it to halftime. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation as Lake Howell leads 40-8.
How far can the human spirit take you? One more step? A few feet? All the way across the line this time? Back to feeling whole. Get back where you belong with national leaders in orthopedic care. Advent Health, official champion of the human spirit.
A sweet day in the Tampa area. It's the best part.
Allen, long drive champion.
Come on! Oh, what a bad call! No! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on a national program that airs weekly. And what I experienced today, it's still kind of blowing me away, actually. Because, you know, I'm used to working out and pushing myself to the limit. On 2 particular exercises, I didn't think, like, I couldn't do anything else, definitely, physically. And then just to be able to all of a sudden perform with good form and bang out, you know, 3 to 5 more reps on something, it just blew me away. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it.
The FHSA reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship.
Play strong, play hard, play fair.
Fans, don't embarrass your school, your kids, or yourself.
It's just a game. Now be a great fan.
Be a great fan today.
Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15+ years of research and development. Super Patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Super Patch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Super Patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate. So you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today and start your health and wellness journey. www.superpatch.com.
Hey everyone, Scott Jamieson here, the Associate Executive Director for Athletic Services at the Florida High School Athletic Association. Wanted to take a couple seconds today to remind everyone how important it is that we are paying attention to the heat out there. I don't have to tell you guys how hot it is, you're the ones that are out there. Please make sure you are following the state laws. In our Red Book, which you can find at FHSAA.com under Rules and Publications, on page 108 you'll find policy 41.6. That lays out specifically in accordance with state law what your teams can and can't do for your outdoor sports when it gets to be a certain ambient temperature outside. That temperature is taken by a wet bulb globe thermometer or another type of device that measures the ambient temperature. That includes the wind direction, the angle of the sun, the humidity, the shade, takes all of those things into account and then gives you a temperature. And again, if it falls on this chart over a certain temperature reading, then there are certain things that you have to do. Also wanted to remind everyone how important health and safety of our student athletes is. Of course, that is the #1 priority for all of our schools and us here at the FHSAA. You also have to have a cold tub submersion tank of some sort out at every single outdoor activity, game, and practice. And again, I'd like to reiterate, it is all outdoor sports, including swimming. We have had some questions about that. Yes, swimming. If your pool is outdoors, which I believe most of our pools in the state are, if it's an indoor pool, different situation. But as an outdoor pool, it would fall under these same state laws in FHSAA policy 41. 99.6. Again, get that wet bulb globe thermometer. If you don't have one, you got to have some way of measuring that ambient temperature in accordance with state law to make sure that the environment is safe for student athletes. The hours between about 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. are when the heat is at its highest. And so those are times to typically try to avoid when practicing or playing contests right now during this extreme heat. Thank you, everyone. Please stay safe out there.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
How far can the human spirit take you? One more step? A few feet? All the way across the line this time? Back to feeling whole. Get back where you belong with national leaders in orthopedic care. Advent Health, official champion of the human spirit.
Sweet day in the Tampa area. It's the best part.
All right, we're here with Howell, long drive champion.
Come on! Oh, what a bad call! No! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
Welcome back to Lake Howell High School. 40-8 is your score as the Silverhawks lead here, 6-0, looking to go 7-0. And they've had strong starts to the first half in every 6 of their contests so far this season, and more of the story here as well. Defensive pressure has been the MO for this Silverhawks basketball team, and same story here. Loose balls, forced turnovers, transition points. Let's see what Lake Minneola can do here as they open up the third quarter with the possession. And more of the same, and a turnover for Lake Minneola and Lake Howell basketball. And here's the half-court offense. What a dart inside for the easy deuce for Sky Fournier. What a pass from Haley Caldwell. Put that one on the frozen rope. Another turnover down low, and that one whistled for a foul on Lake Minneola. That'll be called on Caitlin Humphreys. And that'll be Caitlin Humphreys' first personal. Team first as well. Sky Fournier knocks down the first free throw. And we are in a running clock situation. 43-8 is your score. Splits the free throws for Lake Howell. Offensive rebound, and underneath, Sky Fournier. We've seen Lake Howell play some zone defense tonight. Now they're back in man. Another loose ball, and that'll be a turnover for Lake Minneola. Lake Howell has held three teams this year to under 10 total points in the game, and 3 of their 6 wins. Caldwell fires, and that went off the mark. And a 3 on the right wing for Lizzie Martinez, and a fight for the rebound. Haley Caldwell will inbound for Lake Howell. Anderson gets her 3-point attempt blocked. They collect. And a 3 rattles in for Messiah Mark. She's had a strong performance tonight. 40-point lead for the Silverhawks with 5:20 left to go in the third. Brittany Julian jammed up, and that'll be a jump ball. And possession will stay here for Lake Minneola. Jules Anderson subs out. In comes Christiana Glover. We do have a running clock. 48-8 is the score. If you have a 35-point lead or more in the second half, that is a running clock situation. Brittany Julian sets up the half-court offense for the Hawks. And a tie-up with Caldwell and Brittany Julian. And that'll be Lake Howell basketball. Lake Howell coming off of a 67-point win against Lake Braley, and that one pops the net in the corner. Christiana Glover with the triple. Brittany Julian loses the controls. And a 15-footer too strong for Courtney James. And here comes the Lake Minneola Silverhawks in transition. And Messiah Mark unable to handle that pass from Christiana Glover. Turns it over. Lake Howell's been strong this year, but I talked to head coach Lanley Klussman before the game, and she said she did want to work on her team's half-court offense. They've had some struggles here tonight, but when you look at the scoreboard and the margin, you wouldn't find that to be true. But as they have hopes to play in the postseason later on this year, they know they've got to focus on improving on their half-court sets. And that'll be a foul called on Lake Howell. Team second. Lake Minneola head coach Samuel Wace pulling double duty tonight, coaching JV and varsity. And first free throw goes down for Brittany Julian. Chloe Bibb subs out. In comes number 32 for Lake Howell, Brooklyn Bibb. And Lake Minneola splits the free throws. Christiana Glover on the controls. Thought about it. Inside feed. Out to Bibb for a three. And knocks it down. Comes in the game. Hits her first bucket of the night. Under 2 to go here in the third quarter. Brittany Julian gives it up to Caitlin Humphreys. Julian off the mark. And up ahead to Brooklyn Bibb to the corner for a three. That one in and out. Offensive rebound by Lake Howell. Glover drives baseline, kicks it cross court for a three. Too strong. And Lake Minneola rebounds. Up ahead, and a nice bucket for Trinity Numa. 11 points on the night for the Hawks. And Lake Howell will slow it down here with a minute to go here in the third quarter. Bad shot from Lake Howell. Here comes Lake Minneola. Olivia Waite pushing in transition, gets it inside to Trinity Numa. Three-point attempt by Caitlin Humphreys. That one off the mark. Rebounded by Messiah Mark. Gives it up to Bibb. Mark for three. Too strong. Glover with the offensive rebound. Can't connect. And here comes Brittany Julian. 2-on-2. Numa loses the ball. Up ahead to Glover and gets it to fall. Three seconds left in the third. Brittany Julian heaves it from 40, and that one off the mark. 56-11 is your score. A 6-0 Lake Howell in full command here at Lake Howell High School, looking to go 7-0. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation from Seminole County.
How far can the human spirit take you? One more step? A few feet? All the way across the line this time? Back to feeling whole. Get back where you belong with national leaders in orthopedic care. Advent Health, official champion of the human spirit.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion.
Another strong performance here for Lake Howell High School. As you can see, Lake Minneola head coach Samuel Wace trying to keep his team engaged here as they're down 56-11. They came into this game with a 2-1 record. Courtney James, the leading scorer, just 6 points. But Nia Jones had a good outing in their last game with 11 points. And they've certainly struggled here tonight against a tough Lake Howell defensive-minded team. Talked to head coach of the Silverhawks, Lindley Klussman, and she said that this team is determined to make it to the tournament, not just districts, but the Florida State tournament as well. And so far, so good here. The first 6 games of the season, another turnover and another bucket for Messiah Mark. What a strong performance she's had tonight. Brittany Julian trying to get past Mark. Mark takes her cookies, and up ahead, Soraya Savain with the easy deuce. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Lake Howell up 60-11. Brittany Julian gets inside, can't draw the contact, no whistle, and Lake Howell has the ball. Here comes Christiana Glover. Drives inside, loses the ball, but kicks it to the corner and left it short for Haley Caldwell. They get the offensive possession rebound, but nothing there. Here comes Lake Minneola. Nice inside feed to Trinity Numa. And that one goes off of Numa's foot. Kaylin Humphreys is there. Contested jump shot there. And great defense from Soraya Savan. It remains Lake Minneola basketball. Olivia Waite inbounds underneath. Brittany Julian drives inside, tries to draw the contact, and that one too strong. Caldwell up ahead. And that one off the mark for Messiah Mark. And we'll see a big substitution here. All 5 starters coming out for Lake Howell. Jules Anderson still out there for Lake Howell. And Lizzie Martinez. So this is a home game where Lake Howell is in full control, and they'll go to 7-0 tonight. Top 30 ranked team in Florida according to Max Preps. And any team that faces them this season, they're going to know they're going to have to deal with that full court pressure and try to manage it and force Lake Howell to play zone or regular man defense. Hasn't been the case tonight or for 6 other opponents this year as well. Kendall Brown splits the free throws. And a pump fake by Lizzie Martinez to the corner for a 3. Chloe Bibb leaves it short. Brittany Julian 1-on-4 and gets it to drop. 15 points for the Hawks. Wide open 3, Jules Anderson. Leather meets now line. When it rains, it pours. And Jules Anderson fighting for possession and gets the ball back to her team. Anderson, that time in and out. Loose ball for Lake Minneola, up ahead, Olivia Waite. And that one on top of the backboard, but just draw the contact, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2. Foul called on Jules Anderson. First personal for, check that. Second personal for Lake Howell. Another big sub here for the Silverhawks. .222 to let go here in the game. Amy Caldwell inside. Nice finish, contested layup. Looking ahead for Lake Howell, they'll play Masters Academy on Thursday, followed by Winter Springs, Trinity Catholic, and Colonial, and Osceola after that. Lake Howell head coach Lindley Klessman said she knows their team is going to have to face some tough teams down the stretch, and they want to continue to keep that edge and not get complacent, especially when you have big margins of victory like we'll see here tonight. Lake Howell coming off a 77-10 win against Lake Brantley. And back on December 2nd, they beat Lyman 80-5. So complacency can certainly set in, but that's going to be Coach Klessman's focus to not let that happen here with this club. Haley Caldwell will try to burn some clock here. 35 seconds to go here in this game. What a performance for Lake Howell, offensively and defensively. Half-court offense, still a struggle a little bit for Lake Howell, but certainly the defense turns into offense, forcing loose balls, getting out in transition, and putting pressure on the ball defensively has been the strength of this team. But going forward, they're going to face some tougher competition, and head coach Lindley